VEday, 8th of May, victory in Europe. 75 years ago today, people were organising street parties, dancing, drinking, singing, victory over the oppressors of Europe. That's what they reckoned, weren't it? Look at the apple blossom. Look at the apple blossom. The blossom. I don't know what sort of blossom it is. I know it's blossom. And it tells even stupid people like me that it's summertime coming. Victory over the winter. Trees have survived. They're putting on their bunting and their victory parade. And yes, 75 years ago, we had victory in Europe. But I wonder how many people remember that it was VEday, not VEday. Because VEday came a while later. So while those of us that were 75 years ago, British people, Europeans, while we were dancing in the street, drinking, playing pianos, singing songs, hanging out and washing on the sea-free line, all that stuff. We'll meet again. While we were doing all that, men, because it was nearly all men, boys, were still starving to death out in Burma. They were still building the Death Railway. And if you've ever been to Thailand, or if you ever go to Thailand, I would heartily suggest you get yourselves to the war cemetery and museums at Kanchanaburi, where you will find the bridge on the River Kwai. Bridge is still there, railway still goes up to it. I went there 2 years ago, and you can walk across it, you can. The bridge on the River Kwai. And it shows you there some of the conditions that them poor blokes went through. Starved, literally to death. Worked to death. All that was going on while we was hanging up our bunting and having our party and saying victory over the oppressors, eh? The old emperor in Japan was still organising what he thought was going to be victory for his side. He didn't accept that there was no surrender. Now I can say the name Hitler on here without getting banned, but I couldn't say it on Facebook. Couldn't name any of the people. I'm actually on a 30-day block on that very same platform for saying the name Joseph Goebbels. Wasn't promoting the man, not in the slightest, but there we are, here we are. So what real victory did we win, eh? And today, people up and down our street in our village, I've cycled past some this morning, got the buntings out, got the flags out, and they'll be celebrating this wonderful victory. So does that mean that we've got no oppressors? Does that mean that there are no more despotic leaders? Does it mean that all that Mussolini, Hitler, Stalin, all that axis of evil type, that they're all gone? Listen to them geese. No, they don't care about freedom, do they? They've got it. I think they're flying, so they come over. I'll point the camera at them, see if I can get them. Certainly making a right old row of it this morning, aren't they? Not going to try and find them. I did that the other day, this camera. You'd need a proper BBC film crew, so you would. David Attenborough's boys. So yeah, victory. Victory in Europe. Now, I'm not going to go putting my tinfoil hat on and talking about government conspiracies. There's plenty of people out there in the world already doing that, far more successfully than me. No. But you can have victory in your mind. You absolutely can have victory in your mind, absolutely. You can beat the things that are oppressing you, dragging you down. I've told you many a time. I have trouble at nights. I had trouble last night, again. Couldn't rest, couldn't sleep. My mind troubling me, eh? Mental projectionists trying to show me horrible films in my head. But look at me now, eh? That's a smile. That's victory, that is. Victory. VEday. Victory for Ed Day. Eh? Can beat the oppressors, especially if the oppressor is part of yourself. I'm no psychologist, but all this stuff that goes on in our minds, all this mental health oppression, we do it to ourselves, you know. We do it to ourselves. We allow it to happen. We open the doors for it. Not consciously, obviously. We're not masochists. But we do allow ourselves to be imprisoned. Imprisoned by thought. Imprisoned by past actions. You know, we subjugate ourselves. We put ourselves under oppression. So, if you're going to go out there today and be part of these virtual street celebrations, which, by the way, I'm not. I might catch up on a bit on the telly or do a bit of research on the old tinternet, maybe. But no, I'm not going to go out and do any virtual 2 metres apart celebrations. So, I'm just not. But if you are doing, just spare a thought for them boys and girls who fought for those freedoms, put on their uniforms, marched across the foreign lands, put up with a lot worse than you and me will ever experience, so that you and me could do all this, so that I could walk about in a clear country air without a care in the world. Eh? Victory wasn't given to us. It was hard fought. It was hard fought for. It took them 6 years to get to the point where them Nazis said, Hände hoch, Hände hoch. Eh? Put their hands up and surrendered. So, enjoy your freedoms. Celebrate your freedoms. Focus your mind. Have a victory today. Happy VE Day. I'm sure it will be a happy VE weekend. It's bank holiday. Bank holiday today, Friday. It's bank holiday Monday. And true enough, we've got another 3 weeks of being locked down. But it ain't like being locked up, is it? Eh? We ain't locked up. Bowl of gruel and an hour a day walking in circles, is it? I'm out here. This is lockdown. This is all the rules. I'm out for my statutory exercise. One trip out. My wife's up there with the dogs, about a mile up the road there. I've said hello to some gorgeous cattle this morning. Eh? Timid creatures, aren't they? Timid. I hope they've got no consciousness, no awareness of what's happening to them. But it doesn't matter, it's a living creature. Goose flying across there. I wish I could get the camera in the right places to film these things. Anyway, whatever you're doing today, have yourselves a day of victory. Happy VE Day. Have a jolly good one. Tell someone you love them. I love you all. Ta-da.